Hi, I'm Dave Warzel, and you're watching PHTV4. This is Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the Gender and Sexuality Alliance Club at Allenby Shepard High School in Palos Heights. We're very fortunate to have club sponsor on my right, Jason Nisovic, who's a teacher here. Jason, I said your last name right, did I?
You did. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then on my left, I got Samuel Norton, who's a member of the club. Sam, thanks for being here this morning. Jason, before we'll talk about the club, but can you talk about your teaching background a little bit, and then dovetail into your how long you've been a sponsor of the club?
Absolutely. I am a social studies teacher. I've been teaching here about 15 years. I primarily teach AP psychology, and I sponsor the Gender and Sexuality Alliance Club as well as improv here at Shepard.
I say that sounds like between the teaching, the full boat, improv, and this club, that's a lot going on. Maybe I should ask then, how did you decide to add this to your plate to sponsor this club? How many years have you been doing it now?
So I took over the club about 2015, and the previous sponsor of the club, who had been running it since 2003, asked me when to take over the club when she moved on to bigger and better things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good that you kept the club going, and also you've got longevity into this thing, in teaching and in the club. What about what types of activities, clubs, events does the organization do?
So the Gender and Sexuality Alliance is primarily a social club. We get together, we drink tea, we eat cookies, we have some fun, and we also talk about what's on our minds. We also run some events, including the Day of Love in May, where we encourage people to kind of take a more positive attitude towards each other. We also run seminars for teachers where we teach them how to do things like accept students who have pronouns they might not be used to, or when students change their names.
That's a full plate because and it sounds like there is a dual thing going on. You have the social aspect of the club, and it sounds like there's a support element to it, and then within that there's also almost like an outreach thing, like you're trying to get a message out there. Right, Sam. Can I ask you, number one, what do you like about the club? What is it? How does it work for you? And then talk about the specific things you guys do at your meetings that you like.
So the club itself is very open about everything. Bisexual, pansexual, trans, allies. We get everything across the board, and it's just really nice. The talks, the awareness, and just how people could talk about home, school, how something's bothering them, or work. It's just nice to get everything off the plate, and it's nice to hear what people have to say. And for me, since I'm an ally, it's really great to get more friends involved and just spend a lot more times together with them. And it's just really nice for me.
You mentioned like talking to teachers. It sounds like you had a type of in-service for teachers. Can you talk about that? What was that like, talking to teachers to help them in this area?
Well, for me, for one of the teachers I have is Miss Punzi. She was definitely one that had a lot of questions. I could only answer so much, but it was really nice to hear a teacher wanting to learn more, be more supportive, and with Mr. Nisovic, it was really easy. It was really nice just to, hear that come out of a teacher's mouth, and just to know that we are supported and loved here. It's just really nice.
Yeah. What about, and Jason, if you could speak to that a little bit, about the in-service, but I'm assuming the club is ninth grade all the way through 12th grade. You mentioned allies. It sounds like it's an inclusive club, like everybody's involved or invited.
Absolutely. So anyone is welcome, including people who identify as allies, or even people who are curious and want to know more. We'll be happy to sit down and explain anything people need to know, and they'll find a whole group of friends along the way.
It is a nice, that's how relationships happen. That's where understanding comes from. When you meet each other, right, and you talk to each other, and you break down some barriers, or you gain some information or some understanding, and hopefully compassion along the way. Other activities or events planned coming up this year? Can you tell us what's down the road for you?
Absolutely. So we do hope to go on a couple of field trips. We do have some sister schools that have GSAs of their own, and one of the great things about this club is that it gets to be a party. And so, we're going to visit. We also hope to repeat our visit to Moraine Valley, who also has a similar club. And we gained a lot of knowledge, and we had a lot of fun with the college kids last year. So hopefully we can do that again.
Yeah, again, more connections, wider reach, and certainly a lot of good things have to result from that. Sam, you spoke to it a little bit. I'm going to ask you to maybe elaborate and talk a little bit further about, like, what's your favorite part of this club or the events that you guys do? And then maybe if you can, kind of think about what do you hope, you mentioned the teacher, what do you hope that, like, whether other students or staff or the community, hear from your club or yourself?
So my favorite part about this club, at least, is how it's so different from each other. We have movie nights. We talk. We just enjoy ourselves many times. I've seen many things happen in this club: Uno, chess, everything. It's a very open club, and you get to talk whenever you need to. You get to explain whenever you need to, and it's just a really great way to talk about how you're feeling and how your day's going and how your week's going. For this club, it's very nice to hear about everything that's going on.
It sounds like there's a lot of nice social, it sounds like a nice safe haven kind of place for nice social experiences in the context also of, like, how we can help or be supportive, in this area specifically, the Gender and Sexuality Alliance. What do you hope that, like, your fellow students or faculty, administrators, what do you hope they hear or the outside message they get?
I know the security guards and the teachers, they're all supportive. As I said, Ms. Punzi's definitely one of them. Mr. Nisovic's definitely one of them. I just love how in this school everybody is involved, everybody's loved. The principal, the security guards, the faculty here is just great. I feel like it's very open. I feel like it's really nice to have all that here.
It is, and he mentioned so clearly, like, at all levels, right? I mean, you need it across the board. It can't be just a teacher or teachers or just administrator. We need everybody to kind of gain and understand from this. Jason, can you talk to that a little bit? Like, what message do you hope they hear outside, or what can your club bring to the broader community?
Of course. So our message is very simple. When a student feels supported and celebrated, they can do great things, and our club, seeks to encourage that across the spectrum among all students.
Yeah, that is, when you think about it, the stress of high school is so difficult as it is. Add an additional layer of, challenge to it. How can you be your best version as a student when you're facing that kind of thing? Jason, thank you very much. Good luck. It sounds like there's a wonderful message out there, and you're doing great work. Sam, thank you for coming in. Wish you both the best. All right. Enjoy your future meetings and events and activities.
Thank you.
I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the Gender and Sexuality Alliance Club at Allenby Shepard High School. Thank you for watching.